Clarify this call for me, if you may, for people who are allegedly in possession of stolen land to return it.
The context in which I made the statement, Polani, was the anticipated Land Management Commission that is being set up by the Department of Rural Development and Land Reform. And my call to all those people who are holding this unauthorized piece of land in their possession to return it was in anticipation of what that commission is going to be doing anyway. But we have been getting information regarding people who are occupying government land that in an unauthorized way. Some time ago, Minister Jeff Deutsch also made the call regarding people who got land for R1 for 99 years, and which they are continuing to harvest from it lucrative businesses, agricultural and otherwise. And so I'm making this call to people who knowingly are holding on to state land, and that belongs to the people. And I was saying so in the context of the fact that there are many people who are landless, considering the fact that this winter many of these people will have no homes because their land is being held by people and abused by people who are making their quick buck on it.
But again, it's a rhetorical call, because I assume that you would know that nobody's going to walk up to you and say, well, Minister, I beg your pardon, Chairperson, I actually stole the land.
Yeah, but you see, again, the Minister, Google and Quinty, repeated that call yesterday, indicating that the issue about people hiding behind I didn't know or something like that is not going to be valid, because when we make the call and we give them an amnesty to bring forward this land and they don't, they will be prosecuted. So there is absolutely nothing stopping people from bringing this land when that amnesty period has been opened. But what I was making is that bring it anyway. You don't have to wait for the amnesty period.
That is one part of the land question in this country. But the bigger part as well is, why has the land reform process been so painfully slow?
Okay. We have been working on, and you must recall, Tolani, that even though the land reform process was started way back in 1995 after the 1994 Act number 22 was promulgated, the process has become so slow because we took a principled decision in CODESA that we'll buy this land. The unfortunate thing is that in South Africa there's an open-ended land market where speculators abound, where even criminality is the order of the game, because you have people who canvass people to form a group, and then they go to estate agents who then collude with some farmers to sell the marginal land to unwitting victims that are hungry for land, but get land that it will be useless anyway. And not only this, but also there are farmers that are really, really greedy, who get land for a penny and sell it for £1. And government has been at pains to explain this phenomenon that is not working. And it came about when people use the term willing buyer, willing seller. By the way, government is not a willing buyer at all, because government is a forced buyer. Government is obliged to buy land and distribute that land to people. Okay. So this awareness by farmers that the government is the only buyer in this context makes them want more money instead of the normal transactions they would do if in the willing buyer, willing seller context.
All right, Mr. Sizani, I thank you for your time this morning, Chairperson of Parliament's Parliamentary Portfolio Committee on Rural Development and Land Reform. Thank you for your time.